Hello.
Hi.
My name is Ellen and I am your examiner. So today we're going to have our speaking test. This is gonna take like 12 to 15 minutes of your time. Are you ready to begin?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, before we start, please introduce yourself.
All right. My name is Quý Anh. I do have a nickname, but I don't think I would mention it. So I'm currently a high school student of the unit of Quý Anh High School. My favorite hobby is playing chess. I love playing mind game, that kind of stuff.
Okay, so now this time let's begin our part 1. So remember, this is recorded for marking purposes. Part 1, the topic is all about hobby, as you mentioned. What do you like to do in your free time?
Yeah, as I have said, I love playing chess. Chess is one of my favorite board game that I play since I was young. I played it with my grandfather, then my father, then with my friends. Well, since I moved into Quý Anh City, not much people playing chess. He plays another version of chess, like the international one. The chess I played is originally from Chinese, but they are different. So not much people know about this Chinese chess. But I would say I'm not like master of this kind of game, but I would say I have a bit of talent on it.
Okay. All right. So since you mentioned about chess, now, how about do you listen to music?
Yes, I do.
What kind of music do you like listening to?
I like listening to different kind of music, but mainly the lyric that have high lyrics. I don't know how to explain that. It was like happy emotion. Let's say I have a favorite band called AJR, and now I know this band is when I was looking on my phone, searching on my phone, and I looked through some YouTube shorts. I found this songs called, I think, "The World's Smallest Violin," and I found it really like I don't know, it was like addicted. I listened it all the time when I first heard about it, and then I searched through the creator of the songs, and the band is called AJR. I've been following them for like a year and a half, since they was like 300,000 subs, and now they like I think almost a million or over. I didn't have time much nowadays to listen to music, but I do sometimes just put up some music to listen while I was
okay,
working.
so I guess that's enough. All right, so we talk about hobbies. Let me go to the next topic. It's all about technology. How often do you use the internet?
I often use the internet like 4 hours a day, because I mainly have to have class outside to study, because I'm going to be a 12th grade, so I have to prepare for myself, and the 4 hours is the time that I use the internet for like watching YouTube and listening to music, or maybe some entertainments like playing games and stuff like that.
Okay. Does everyone have access to the internet in your country?
Yes, most of the people have access to the internet. Well, I was mostly because some they might be poor and they don't have the access through, like they can't afford the phone or the digital devices, but everyone does have the access.
Do you think older people are scared of the new technology?
I would say, well, for my situation is no. My parents are not afraid of them. They just confused and don't know how the technology works, the digital technology stuff. They need some guide from maybe the manual or someone like me, because I'm the child in the house, and I'm the young generation. I have access to the technology much earlier and have more intelligence, so I know more about the technology.
All right. Since you talk about child, do you think young children should have mobile phones?
Well, I think that this young children nowadays, well, shouldn't have the digital technologies, and especially mobile phones, because most children are addicted to YouTube. They never never played outside. But I think most of the children never play outside. Some will have other activities like playing outdoors with the friends, but the other kids will lock their eyes on the screen and always watch it like 24/7.
All right. Okay. So that's it. So anyway, let's proceed to part 2. Your topic is all about hobby. So I'm going to give you a cue card, a pen, and a paper. So before you begin, I want you to remember this cue card is describe a hobby that you enjoy. So you should say how long have you been doing it, how often you do it, what benefits you get from your hobbies, and explain why you enjoy doing this kind of hobby. So you are given 1 minute to prepare your cue card, and after 1 minute, you're given 2 minutes to speak. So your 1 minute to prepare begins now. Okay, so your 1 minute is done. This time you have 2 minutes to speak. So you may start speaking now.
I'm going to describe a hobby that I've enjoyed. My favorite hobby that I enjoy the most is playing chess. And I've been playing chess since I was like elementary schools. I can't remember the exact grade, but I can, I can say that I've been playing for like 5 or 6 years. I don't play like a lot, but still have most of the time play like 3 or 4 times plays per week, and I spend like an hour or 2 hours playing with my father. Well, mainly my father, but I can play on the computer. Uh, so since I was a kid, like in the elementary school, I first didn't have any interest in playing chess. But when I saw that a competition in my school, I started to notice on the chess. There are two kind of versions of chess. The British kind of chess and the Chinese one. I mainly play the Chinese one. I do know how to use the the unit on the board of the British chess, but I don't usually play that. I mainly play with Chinese because Chinese is near to Vietnam, and most of the old generation knows about that.
So your 2 minutes is done. Then we have the cue card back. So you mentioned all about Chinese, right? Do you prefer Chinese games or like Vietnamese games?
Chinese game is I only prefer about chess, but other than that, I don't have any other interest in the other games. I still prefer the Vietnamese game.
Alright, so thank you for clearing it up. Okay, so now let's go with part 3. Since your topic is all about hobbies, let me ask more questions regarding that. Do you think men and women tend to have different kinds of hobbies?
It depends. Every individuals have different kinds of hobby. Like as I said, for me, I love playing chess and listen to music. Other may have some that have a different hobby than the others. The other people, like they can have hobby of doing outdoor activities or indoors and others kind of stuff as well.
Why do some people get obsessed with their hobby?
I think because they find that hobby that they have mastered it. They find that they can do a lot better in that size of hobby. They have potential in it, and they want to prove themselves that they can actually master that kind of hobby.
Do you think hobbies that keep you fit are better than hobbies that you can do sitting all alone?
I think that is a 50-50. I would say I like hobby that doing outdoors. I'm a person that can't stay at home for all the time. I like walking or like jogging, and I can't stay in one place. I have to go around and do something. I would say that I have to what I forgot what the word. I just like my mom. I can say like that. But other than that, people should have the option to choose their own hobby that they like to do.
Do you think can be a disadvantage to have too much free time?
Having too much free time is, I think, not a bad thing. But if you have too much free time, like for me, I to do something, even though there's no work or nothing have to done with, but I still have to find something to deal with. But having lots of free time can have a lot of benefit, like you can relax after a long amount of time that you've been to work or to study.
Should people feel a duty to do something productive in their free time?
Productive. Can you repeat the question for me, please?
Should people need to be productive in their free time?
I would say no. People don't need to be productive in their free time. The free time for me is like a break, the certain time that you can be relaxed, that you don't have to be hand on any of the work or any stress or certain kind like that. It's a time that you feel like yourself, like a free time. You're free to do anything you want.
Last question will be, do people have free time now than they are in the past?
I would say yes. Nowadays people have more free time than in the past. In the past, because people, the industrial and the generation have, I mean, the city haven't been very modernized, and people have to work a lot in order to earn the money to provide for themselves. But now,
all right, thank you. So that's the end of our speaking. Congrats.